Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading an angsty Scaramouche listener by me. And before we get into this, I just want to give you a warning that this may have some content, though not actually happening. It will have some thoughts of ending one's life and an attempt to do so. So if you're not okay with it and that's a sensitive topic for you, then don't watch this. Scaramouche knew you from afar, and if anything, he hated the way that his heart would get soft whenever he saw you. Maybe he just didn't like it, the way he felt human for a second, when you looked at him, when you talked to him, because you made his heart flutter and dance in many ways that it shouldn't. It just felt hurtful, because he knows that it's just not meant to be. He's a puppet, and you're a human, and that's how things were. He couldn't just bring you along into this road with him, knowing how dangerous it could be. And you thought you were pretty alright yourself. You had friends, and certainly family, so you were going to be okay. He didn't know you very much, and that's why he had misjudged. Apparently, you were getting mistreated by your coworkers. You didn't have many friends at all. Not to mention, your family wasn't that supportive. Your father had left you at a young age, and your mother, she was using you for the money that you'd bring her by working with the Fatui. And about friends, you might have had one, too, but you never felt yourself be close to someone. So it felt like you were trapped ever since you were born. And Scaramouche was not to know that. He only knew you because he was your superior, and though he hated interacting with those beneath him, he actually felt sympathy for you. And he thought that you were quite promising. You always wanted to grow. You had a mission, and you had the will to keep going. Ambition was powerful, and ambition was worthy of the attention of the Archons. And Scaramouche, he may not be an Archon, but he paid attention well, knowing how important you can be in the future. But somewhere along the line, attention and interest began mixing up, and he may as well have had a real interest in you, for reasons that were more personal than he would like to disclose with anyone, even you yourself. But had he known what was happening, he would have helped you. He would have saved you from those bastards. He would have rescued you from those hurting you. But how could he have known when you tried to hide it all behind a smile? Trying to be a shining beacon in the darkness that you were born in. This time, your coworkers weren't kind at all. You still hadn't gotten a vision yet. But Scaramouche thought yet you were sure to get one. What with all the ambition and determination that you have. And, of course, with that kind of will, you are bound to get it. He praised you. He gave you hope. But since most of your coworkers were vision holders and wielded elemental powers, they used advantage of it, mocking you, treating you like an outcast. But you never thought it would come to this. Now one of them was holding you by the collar. The friend, punching you and hurting you, even as you cried out in pain. But even then, they wouldn't let you have it. Keep making noise, and we'll hurt you more. The quieter you are, the quicker this will end. And that's why you muffled the noises that came out. The whimpers. The near scream that you felt when they tried to burn your hand. And after it was done, and they'd had their fun with you, they had one of them heal you. And just like that, the damage was never done. There was no evidence. No one would believe what happened. It would seem silly and kind of insane if you told anyone what happened. And it kept happening more and more. They really just wanted to drive you away, feeling like you were too inferior to be with them. But what they were doing was far more than that. You would cry yourself to sleep, sobbing, wishing that you would have a different life, wishing that someone would love you and accept you for who you are. Everyone wanted something. Everyone felt disappointed or just wanted more and more, and you couldn't just infinitely provide. And that's why, late at night, you stood atop the roof, watching the beautiful sky, watching the ground where you will lay after your death. And before you knew it, you were walking forward, getting ready for the inevitable fall, until arms had wrapped around your waist, catching you. Are you insane? You had heard the familiar voice say, and when you turned back, its Scaramouche was holding you, his face paler than usual, and you could feel his hand trembling with the way he held you so strongly. What are you doing, Ryan? Were you just Were you just going to end your life? Why would you do that? You don't understand. You don't know it at all. It's cruel. I haven't done anything to them. And they keep hurting me. Like they just want me gone. And you're just going to let them have what they want? You aren't weak. You're the furthest thing from weak, Ryan. I've always known you to be strong. To be ambitious. So you can't do this. I won't allow you to. Why? No one cares about me. Not even my own mother. No one wants me. So why should I exist? You should exist for yourself. That's the only reason to. No one has to want you for you to be okay and to be valid in your existence. But if you want so bad to know who else wants you here, then I do. I love you. And I think I would be broken to see you go. You were overcome by tears, hugging him tightly while he held you, stroking your hair, and reassuring you that everything will be fine. But eventually, when you calmed down, the two of you watched the sky. He told you his own story too, feeling that after you exposed yourself down like that, you had a right to know. And in that moment, you bonded, knowing that you and Scaramouche had something much more in common than you ever thought you would have. And maybe, with him trying by your side, there would be hope. There would be a journey for you to go on. Another journey, one that was completely different from the one that you were going through now. One that will hopefully be filled with love.